Hi there family, my name is Felicitas Chingi. Today we want to solve the inequality 2 to the power x minus 20. The modulus of 2 to the power x minus 20 is less than or equal to 12. Right, first of all, we want to get rid of the modulus. So to get rid of the modulus, we are going to square both sides. Right, squaring both sides, we are going to obtain 2 to the power x minus 20 squared is less than or equal to 12 squared is 144. Right, then after that we expand this part. Expanding this part, we are going to have 2 to the power x multiplied by 2 to the power x minus 20, then negative 20 multiplying 2 to the power x minus 20 is less than or equal to 144. Right, remember we are going to use the method of we are going to make use of the sign table, and in my next video I'm going to use the graphical method to solve this same inequality. So watch out for my next video for the graphical method of solving that one. Right, we expand this part, we are going to have 2 to the power x squared minus, we multiply that, 20 times 2 to the power x minus 20 multiplying this minus 22 to the power x, then negative 20 times negative 20 is plus 400 is less than or equal to 144. Then this part remains 2 to the power x squared. Remember we are going to use substitution there, so we want it in this form: minus 20 times this minus 20 times this becomes minus 40 times 2 to the power x. Right, this one is just like we have minus 20x minus 20x, this becomes negative 40x. So our 2 to the power x is just like x in this part, and it's just like x in this part, so it's negative 40x. So negative 20 times this minus 20 times this becomes negative 40 times 2 to the power x plus 400, then this comes this side, minus 144 is less than or equal to 0. Right, we now have 2 to the power x squared minus 40 times 2 to the power x plus 400 minus 144, we get plus 256 is less than or equal to 0. Let me verify there. So we have 400 minus 144 is equal to, right, it's 256. Then we let y be equal to 2 to the power x. So in place of 2 to the power x, we're going to substitute that 2 to the power x with y. So we are going to have y to the power 2 minus 40 y plus 256 is less than or equal to 0. Right, then we are going to factorize this part. To factorize this part, we want to find two numbers which of which if we multiply them we get 256y squared, and if we add them we are going to get negative 40y. So these two numbers, let me divide this 256 by 32. Right, we are going to get 8. So it's negative 32 and negative 32y and negative 8y. So we are going to substitute that with y squared minus 8y minus 32y plus 256 is less than or equal to 0. Then we factor out y there. We have y minus 8, y into y squared is y into minus 8y is negative 8. Then common factor there is negative 32. Into that is y, negative 32 into that is negative 8, less than or equal to 0. So we have y minus 8 is our common factor. Into this it's y, into this is negative 32 is less than or equal to 0. Right, so we find our critical values there. So our critical values they okay when this is equal to 0. So our critical values are y minus 8 is equal to 0. So our critical values are y is equal to 8 and y is equal to 32. Right. Having obtained this, we are going to draw a table showing the range of values on this side of 8, between 8 and 32, and on that other side of 32. So we have y is less than 8, we have 8 is less than y less than 32, and we have y is greater than 32. Right, we want to know what happens to our function when y is less than 8, and what happens to our function when y takes values between 8 and 32, and what happens to our function when y is greater than 32. So we have this part y minus 8, and we have that other part y minus 32, and we have the product y minus 8 and y minus 32. That's the product there. Forgive me, I'm going to use freehand there. Right, obviously for your work to be neat we are going to use a ruler. Right, we now have, we take any value any value of y that is less than 8. If you take if you assume y to be 8, we are going to get a 0 there if we substitute 8 for y. So we are going to take values of y less than 8. So the value of y which is less than 8, we can use 0 there. 0 minus 8, we get a negative number. If we use 4 minus 8, we use negative 2 minus 8, we are going to get a negative number. Then that same 0 minus 32, we are going to get a negative number. We are using any value of y that is less than 8 to determine the outcome there. If we get a negative number, so we put a negative there, a negative there, and the product, a negative number times a negative number, we are going to get a positive number. Then we take values of a of y between 8 and 32. You can use 10. 10 minus 8 is positive. 10 minus 32 is negative. So the product of a positive and a negative is a negative. Then any value that is greater than 32, 40 minus 8, positive, 40 minus 32, positive, and their product is positive. Right. Remember, we want our product to be less or equal to 0. So the sign that is less than or equal to 0 is this negative. So this inequality is the solution to that. So 8 is less than, but we have less than or equal to. So 8 will be less than or equal to y less than or equal to 32. But remember, we substituted y there. We let y be equal to 2 to the power x. So we are going to substitute this for y. So we are going to have 8, so but y is equal to 2 to the power x. So 8 is less than or equal to, for our y we are going to have 2 to the power x less than or equal to 32. So this is a simultaneous inequality. We solve it separately. We are going to have 8 is less than or equal to 2 to the power x, and 2 to the power x is less than or equal to 32. Right. Introducing natural logarithms there. We are going to have ln, this 8 is 2 to the power 3 is less than or equal to ln 2 to the power x. Then this drops. We have 3 ln 2 is less than or equal to x ln 2. Then dividing both sides by ln 2 by ln 2. We are going to have we are going to have 3 is less than or equal to x. Then we solve this part. Introducing ln both sides, we have ln 2 to the power x is less than or equal to ln 32 is 2 to the power 5. Then this becomes x ln 2 is less than or equal to 5 ln 2. Then dividing both sides by ln 2. By ln 2, we are going to have x less than or equal to 5. So we have our inequality. We have 3 is less than or equal to x, but the same x being less than or equal to 5. So our solution is 3 less than or equal to x, but x is less than or equal to 5. So that's our solution to the inequality 2 to the power x minus 20. So the modulus of 2 to the power x minus 20 is less than or equal to 12. So watch out for my next video where I will solve this same inequality using the graphical method. So remember to subscribe, like, share and comment my videos. Thank you.